Hi, everybody. Okay, here is my quick run through of my digital heart choice board activities for Valentine's week, if you want to think of it that way. So all of these are done using Google Draw, and I'm going to go through only one of them in depth, but I'll share this link with you so you can kind of see other options that your students might find fun for this week. So on the left at the bottom is project number 1. And that's where they search for a bunch of patterns. It can be any colors you want. I just stuck with red and white. Create a sort of screen like you can see on that top rectangle. Then we use the mask image tool to create the heart shape, and that's basically it. Project number 2 is adding a dot pattern background, which is similar to what my students have already done with the Pop Art Wow project that I teach based on Roy Lichtenstein. Project number 3 is again to search for patterns and use the mask image tool to create a bunch of different hearts on it. Project number 4 is to create a mosaic. They've already done this with their animal projects using the polyline tool and some sort of rose or red image of some kind. So next up, let me show you a couple more. So here's a close-up of how I took that one rectangle shape and used the mask tool and added a drop shadow, which I'll go into in a minute. Here are several put together with different patterns and again with the drop tool. This is what I was talking about when you search for material, fabric, or patterns, and then I just sized them and copied and pasted them to create this sort of checkerboard. Then I put the hearts on there, and then I use the scribble tool and go to line dash and line weight and play around with that like a bunch of string or spaghetti noodles. Okay, so this is the one that I really want to talk about. I'm going to go through the slides, and then I'm actually going to show you how to do this. So you start by using the heart shape, which is under the shape commands in Google Draw, and then you fill half of it with various curved line shapes that you create. I keep them all black. When you get it done, you group those shapes, remove the template of the heart, copy, paste, and flip the shapes to make the other half of the heart like this. This is the same idea. The only difference is after I got that all put together, I went to the gradient tool and changed the colors. And I also put a masked image of a heart shape behind it. So I kind of combined a bunch of different things on this one. Here's another option for students where they just use the polyline tool. It's like a giant jigsaw puzzle. And with that, I'm going to switch over and show you a little bit more here. So give me just a moment and I will be ready. All right, so here we go with the Symmetrical Heart project. These are some of my examples you can see. So if you are unfamiliar with Google Draw, you go to your drive, like I'm showing you here. Top left, you click the plus sign for new, go down to more, go over to Google Drawings. This will open up. I always tell students, let's give it a title. So we're going to call this heart, whatever you want to do with that. Okay, so here's how you do this. Next to or within the shape command, go to shapes and look for the heart shape. Okay, do you see it? Look carefully. It's 4 rows down next to the smiley face. Okay, so to get a good shaped heart, I put my finger on the shift key and then draw as big as I can on this page. I look for this line of symmetry here, or the center line, just so I have an idea of this being lined up on the page. Okay. Students are only filling 1/2 with designs. Okay. So here's what I do to make that a little easier for students. I click on the heart shape, I go to the paint bucket, and I make it transparent. Okay. Then I go to the line tool, which is next to shapes, click the word line, and I'm going to draw a line that's going to just divide this in half. So I know that I only have to do half with designs. Okay. So then all you do really is go to curve line, which is under lines up here on the left. Click the curve line tool. Curve lines are going to change direction every time you click with your mouse or your keypad. So I'm going to go up here like this. Got to get back to the beginning. And now you have a complete shape. Okay. What are you going to do? Go to your paint bucket, select black, go to the line, and go to transparent. Because when we change colors, if you keep that line on there, you're going to have a black line around everything. Okay. Now, does that perfectly line up with my outline of my heart? It's close, but you can see part of it's a tiny bit off. So I could do this. Go next to the curved line is the select tool. Click it, and then that allows me to move this down a little bit. Okay. I can also spin that shape. I can move it in a little bit. Okay. Here's another thing that helps students. Go to view, go to zoom, go to 200%. Then you can really see more closely what you're doing. You can zoom in more. Now I have some students that get way into this and they go like this. Then they can really see what they're doing. So come over here, click the curve line tool, and I'm going to fill in here. So students can make any kind of shapes that they want. I need to go to the paint bucket, turn it black, get rid of the border, transparent. Once I've done that, I don't need to keep changing that. It will automatically default to that unless I stop or get out of what I'm doing. Now I do want some that go directly to that edge so that that'll help define the heart. And you just cruise around like this. I mean, you can do anything you want. I can come up here, I can go like there and like so. You can go in between, go up, go around. So this is really a great way for students to become super familiar with the curve line tool. Sorry about that noise in the background. Got a lot going on here today. Okay, so here I come over here, come down around here, come up around here. I'm going to go right to that line. So you would just keep going that way. Okay, you would fill the whole heart that way. So pause, I'll be right back. All right, so here we go. Just like putting that cake in the oven in those old cooking shows and you immediately grab one that's done. So here we are here with my finished one. When you get to this point, here's what I have students do. Click the shape, delete it. Now you're going to go to Edit, Select All, and you are going to go to Arrange and Group. You see how my group is grayed out? That's because I've already grouped them. So let me ungroup and I'll show you this again. I can either draw over my whole page, since this is the only thing I have on my page that will pick everything up. I can go to Arrange and Group that way, or like I was showing you before, you can go to Edit, Select All. It'll do the same thing, Arrange and Group. Okay, however you want to get there, you want to group them. Okay, do you know how to copy paste? You can just do a duplicate. It'll duplicate it. Okay, you can also do Control C, Control V. So what am I going to do? I need to flip this the other way. So you go to Format Options, bing, 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 right here. Click Format Options, go to Size and Rotation, go down to where it says Rotate, and click Flip. Which way are you flipping it? Top to bottom? I ask students, are we going north-south or are we going east-west? Horizontally. Click it. I just take my finger on the little arrow on my keypad and I go over, 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 and just keep sliding this over. And when you get here, now we got to juggle this into place. Okay. Does that look right? That looks right. Boom. I'm going to regroup this. So I'm going to go back to Edit, Select All, Arrange, Group. Now the whole thing is together. This allows you to do those cool things with your background. You can leave it black, okay? But why not try this? Go to your paint bucket, go to Gradient, click the plus sign for Custom. Now go to Type, Radial. Pick a center color. I'm going to go pink. Click the word Add. Go back to your circle. I'm going to go purple. Click the last square. I mean, you can click Add as many times as you want, and you will keep getting more areas of color. Click OK, and there it is. Okay. You want to do a cool background? Do the same thing. Now, because I'm on my home computer, I don't have the function of just pressing down with my fingers. But to make a background on your Chromebooks or laptops, you take your 2 fingers and just press down anywhere on here, and a pop-up of background will show up. So for me, though, on here, I've got to actually draw a shape. It's no big deal. I'm just going to cover it all up. Don't worry about it. It's in the front. I'm going to get rid of the border. Transparent. Go to here. I'm going to do a different gradient. I'm going to do a custom gradient. Make it radial. Center color, maybe I go blue. Add. Maybe I go purple. Go to the end. Maybe I go red and click OK. All right. What do? Arrange, order, send it back. Voila. Okay. So that's the whole lesson kind of in a nutshell. So I hope that helps you out. And let me know if it doesn't, or if you have any other questions. Thank you.